Whispering Goat presents Embezzlement. Honesty never pays.
To start, put the coins, invoices, and cards within reach of every player, and give each player 5 cards and 5 caps. Players' money is stored in the middle of their board. If it ever falls below 0, they lose. Bronze, silver, and gold, worth 1, 3, and 5 Capricoins, will pay invoices valued between 1 and 5 caps, with the occasional trap. As employees in the accounts payable department, you take turns paying invoices, 1 year at a time. You pay for them out of the company coffers. Only you will see the value, so if you want to pay more than the invoice is worth, that is your choice. We never want to completely fill the board, or we will lose track of what year we are on. So once the board is nearly full, we add in a step called settlement. This is when you will file away the invoices for good and claim any profit you may have embezzled. Starting on year 8 and every year thereafter, we settle one place ahead. To settle, reveal the invoice. The difference between the payment and the invoice is your profit. Here we see a payment of 3 on an invoice of 3. No profit is made. Return the payment to the coffers and file the invoice in the archive before continuing on to payment of year 8. If you paid less than was owed, you owe the difference, so this is generally not a great idea. Here is a trap. When a trap is revealed, 2 caps must be paid, regardless of the value of the payment. This payment of 5 on an invoice of 1 secures a profit of 4 caps. So why wouldn't you always pay 5? That's where the cards you're holding on to come into play. There are 5 types of cards: audit, blackmail, off the record, trade, and bribe. This player always pays 5. That seems suspicious. Any colleague can start an audit immediately after payment to call this bluff. An audit forces them to reveal their invoice, just like in settlement. Caught embezzling. As a penalty, they are fined the amount they tried to embezzle. The audited invoice returns to the board face up as a placeholder. Whoever instigated the audit is rewarded with 1 cap. After settling and paying, you can also play cards at the end of your turn. Playing audit in this action phase allows you to target any player for any year. Once again, the greedy player is audited on year 5. In this instance, they were honest. Nothing happens to them, but the auditor is fined 1 cap for the false accusation. At the end of your turn, if you have fewer than 5 cards, you may pick up 1. If during an audit a trap is exposed, it is the auditor who pays the 2 cap fine. Once again, this player is trying to embezzle 4 caps. This is a good time to blackmail. When you blackmail, you steal the profit and take it for yourself. Tired of being audited and blackmailed? After picking up an invoice, but before paying it, this player plays an off the record. We mark this by placing the invoice on top of the payment. This is now protected from audits and blackmail. Another defense you have is the bribe. You can play a bribe to stop any action taken against you. Lastly, there's the trade. Trading lets you trade invoices along with the payment with any other player. You must trade on the same year, and both players need an invoice on that year. When there are no more invoices in the workload, play continues without the payment step. On your turn, settle and play actions until every player is bankrupt, or their boards are cleared of invoices. Then count up the money in your stash. Whoever has the most wins. Have fun figuring out your card combination strategies. Be careful with your bribes. They come in handy, so don't play them too flippantly. That should be enough to get you playing. Enjoy the game, and good luck.